Starting a career in IT is one of the best decisions you can make. There are a ton of job opportunities, high salaries, and you don't need any prior experience or education to get started. You don't even need to learn programming to get a job either, which some people are confused about. And today I'll show you the fastest way to learn information technology and break into IT regardless of your current situation. You can do this within 2 to 3 months if you're really dedicated to it. And I'm gonna back everything up with real examples of real people starting from zero and landing high-paying IT jobs. Now, there's one issue here. There are just a ton of beginners in IT as well as in many other fields. And if you just take a quick online course like everyone else, you'll just be competing with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people for jobs. And it's going to be really tough. The Google IT Support Certificate is a perfect example, and it's available on Coursera. They basically claim to bring you from a beginner to a job, but that's not actually true. It surely helps, but we gotta do a few other things to get a job in IT. Now, I have two principles for this, and the first one is that you have to be qualified, and the second one is that you have to be credible. When I say qualified, I mean that you have a basic understanding about information technology. And this doesn't by any means mean that you have to be some kind of expert. You can learn many things in your role, and you just need a few key things. Okay, so how do you know if you're qualified and if you have these things? Well, I would say that if you feel confident that you know kind of the basics of IT, and that you're also someone that's able to learn things quickly and pick up new things on the job, then I would say that you're qualified for an entry-level job in IT. Now, some of the most important things to learn include learning about computer hardware, software, networking, as well as security. And you should also learn about operating systems and Linux to build sort of a solid foundation. And this is where courses like the Google IT Support Certificate comes into play, because it's going to teach you a lot of these fundamentals really quickly. It is also going to teach you the basics of IT support and customer service, which is really valuable as well. But why is it so? Because most people start out either as a help desk technician or IT support when you break into IT. It is an entry-level role, and you can get some experience and then kind of climb the high-paying jobs later, whether you want to continue in IT support or do something completely different. However, IT support is a key skill to break into the field, and to help someone you need fundamental IT knowledge as well as some basic customer service skills. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now, once you have these basics, you can also dig deeper and learn more about the technical stuff, but the most important thing to get a job is step 2, because without step 2, nothing else you do is gonna matter at all. Now, step 2 is becoming credible, because we need to prove ourselves. It doesn't matter that you know something unless you're able to prove it. And when somebody's looking at your resume, they don't know you personally, and if you don't look credible enough on paper, they're never even gonna reply. They simply don't have the time or the will to take a risk and, hire somebody that they don't know enough about, that they're credible. So what do we have to do? Well, we need a way to quickly show someone looking at our resume that we're credible. And there are 2 different ways that we can do this. So the first step is to get either a certificate or a degree. And this is because it's really helpful having certain degrees. For example, a degree in computer science, computer engineering, or IT, but your degree isn't actually too important. There are many people getting jobs in IT without a degree or any experience every single day, so you can still do it. And that is because you can learn many of these skills online, but you still need a way to stand out and prove yourself. You can do this through a certification, and that is basically where you take an exam, and if you pass the certification, you get, certified. CompTIA A+ is a really popular certification for beginners in IT, and it's going to test you on all sorts of IT skills, which you can read more about on their website, but it's specifically made for those looking to break into information technology in the first place. I do want to emphasize that everyone does not need a certification, and I will receive comments about this, but if you do start applying for jobs and you realize that it's not working, it could be worth going back and getting certified to make sure that you stand out. Next, you'll also need a powerful resume that highlights your skills, because it doesn't matter if you have them unless you're able to, show your skills and present your skills to your employer. Head over to Canva, for example. They have a lot of great free resume templates on their site. Just search for IT or information technology, and you'll find a couple of different templates that you can pick and choose from, and just edit and adapt to your liking. Nowadays, everyone is already using AI, and to compete with these people, we need to do the same. And on Resume AI, you can get feedback on your resume directly from the AI. But honestly, for a free and perhaps even better option, just head over to ChatGPT and input your resume. To keep your data secure, avoid including your personal details. I would just change them to something else before giving the resume to your AI. This is going to help you identify leaks and opportunities as well as any weaknesses in your resume and find out what you can do to improve your chances. But one way to drastically improve your chances of getting hired is by practicing for an interview. There are some great tools out there like Big Interview where you can do mock interviews, and it can also be really helpful. You can also do this with live people, but there are also applications where you don't have to set up a call with somebody. I think it's a little bit more practical, but perhaps it's more realistic to practice with a real person. The reason why this is so important is that if you get an interview per, let's say, 30 job applications sent, you can save a lot of time by just not messing up during the interviews. Now, I know that putting all of this together can be really difficult, so there are courses and boot camps to help you do this. I would definitely not recommend a boot camp for everyone, and the cheapest way is clearly to learn by self-studying, but for some people, they will never stay consistent and years will pass without them ever getting their first job. So for that reason, I think some people can really benefit from a bootcamp. And I've partnered with Course Careers and they've helped thousands of people go from zero to a flourishing career in IT fast. Their program only takes less than 12 weeks and it comes with complete guidance, coaching from experts, real accountability, and also a private student community with mentors, as well as direct help to connect you with companies to get hired. And they show you exactly how to succeed, just like they've helped thousands of beginners do. It is also really affordable. Most bootcamps actually cost thousands of dollars if you just search it up, but this is not one of them. You can read more about this one in the description and also try out their free intro course, which is going to teach you everything you need to know about how to break into IT in more detail. That's all for this video. Whatever you decide to do, I wish you good luck on your IT journey, and also make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.